biggest critics, as well as Sean Penn's secret lover. I think I'm talking about Hugo Chavez. And now the Venezuelan president's rhetoric has gone too far. He's insulted the Messiah. That's right. Chavez said President Obama was at best an ignoramus. Is that what it is? Yeah. That means not a good person. He called him that for saying the socialist leader exported terrorism and obstructed progress in Latin America, which is somewhere in Spain. Said Chavez, quote, he goes and accuses me of exporting terrorism. The least I can say is that he's a poor ignoramus. He should read and study a little to understand reality. Then, after saying that, he moisturized, because of course everyone knows he has dry skin.
I did not know that.
Yes,
thank you, Brain Room.
Hey, Jessica, don't people get angrier when Chavez insults Obama instead of Chavez insulting America because he's our superhero?
Well, people take they take it very personally because Obama is us. We are Obama. He's talking to us individually and calling us ignoramuses. But I think compared to our last president, whom we called the devil, this is a significant improvement.
It's a step up.
Although he did say in January that Obama has the same stench that Bush did.
Yeah,
well, you know, they're living in the same place.
That's right.
The air's the same. You know, it just gets into your suit. It's really hard to get out.
It's the carpet cleaner. It's the carpet cleaner in the White House. It has that terrible carpet cleaning stench.
Mixture of cigar and aqua velva.
Yes. Yeah. Hey, Joe, why can't Hugo Chavez do what everybody else does and shut up and start a blog?
Yeah, I can't wait to see what he's tweeting about.
Yes.
That's got to be tough when you think about it. You've got Obama on one hand and you've got a lefty dictator on the other, and people are being forced to choose. That's got to be really tough for fans of NPR.
Yes.
To have to choose between two of their favorite things right there.
Hey, New York Times correspondent, this must be difficult. Let me ask the question.
Well, then ask it, why don't you?
I'm trying to ask it if you let me
finish. Don't be giving me any of this guff.
All right. Is it difficult to pick sides in a fight between two people you admire, like Joe just said?
Well, I'll tell you something, Greg. You mentioned Sean Penn earlier, and not to name drop, but here it is.
Yeah.
Sean and I were discussing earlier how much we agree on just about everything Hugo Chavez says. And we're both bilingual, so we can understand him, don't you know?
Really? I didn't know that.
Well, you do now.
I'm glad I know.
Okay.
All right.
All right.
Okay.
I swear to God, Greg.
I'm sorry.
It's like you brought me here, you're setting me up to fail.
Yeah. Jessica, should we treat this guy as a buffoon?
Not necessarily as a buffoon, but I do think we should send him probably to Guantanamo, make him watch all the shows he took off there.
What do you think? How do you feel about him now? He used to love Obama, and then he turned on him.
It happened very quickly, like the rest of the country, really. No, I think the blogging is a good idea because do you know that at the beginning of this month he was told by his doctors to shut up for 3 days?
Yes!
Yeah, and he couldn't do it for like half a day. Yeah.
That reminds me of you, Bill. How should Obama respond to such name-calling?
You know what? He should just sit there and take his medicine. For the most part, the big reason is we don't really know what ignoramus means in Spanish.
That is
true. It could mean awesome dude. And as an American, I prefer to focus on the positives of Venezuela, namely one Ozzie Guillen, manager of my Chicago White Sox, and a very open-minded guy. Can we take a look at this picture?
Oh, that's fantastic.
Now, would that be allowed in Hugo Chávez's Venezuela, Greg? I think not.
Did he play on the Venezuelan team that beat Team USA, though?
No, he didn't, but Magli Ordonez did. And believe me when I tell you, his permagel is not good.
Jessica, would you join me in this conversation saying you know nothing about baseball?
I know absolutely nothing about baseball.
Good. I don't feel so bad now.
And I'm okay with that,
too. Let me get to second base before the show.
All right. And now, get this. We're going to the Gregolog.